Hey everybody, welcome to the How to Play Barista Battle video. Barista Battle is a 2 to 6 player game. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes depending on the number of players. In Barista Battle you take on the role of a barista and you are trying to earn the most money you possibly can over the course of a day, serving AM customers and PM customers. And the person with the most money at the end of the game is the winner. Let me show you how to set it up and play the game. The first thing that you do is each player either selects a barista card or you can just deal one out to each player. And so we're going to deal out Rebecca. We'll put Rebecca over here, and then I will be Paul. Let me just show you a little bit about the barista cards. You don't need any of the other ones, just one per player. Each barista has a end game scoring bonus. At the end of the game, he gains $1 per 2%, 0%, or whole milk customer. You have to choose at the end of the game if you want to score 2%, 0%, or whole milk customers, or you can place the milk die to any type one time throughout the game. And when you do that, you actually flip the barista card over to show that you've used that one-time ability, and then you'll no longer be able to score that end game bonus. All right, so we have our baristas. The next thing that you do is you set up the coffee drinker deck. All the coffee drinkers are the same. To serve a coffee drinker, you simply need to roll a water and a 1 bean. And so each player gets one of these coffee drinkers. And then we have 6 more, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the rest of the coffee drinkers go back in the box. Let's set up the customer deck. Depending on the number of players, you need a varying amount of customer cards. So you can see we're going to do a two-player game. So on a 2 to 3 player game, you need 6 PM and 12 AM customers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you put the rest back in the box. And then we need 12 AM customers. And then you simply put the AM customers on top of the PM customers, creating your customer deck. And now we are ready to play Barista Battle. So the first thing you need to do is we need to set up the customer line. And we simply place out 4 cards in a line. I can serve any one of these customers or a coffee drinker customer. Coffee drinkers are really easy to serve. If a customer has a blink in their box there, you don't have to have anything. He just wants basically a skinny chocolate milk. This is chocolate, 0% milk, and he wants a small one. I'll go first here. And you take the 5 ingredient dice and roll them. And I got a 2 cup, 2% soy, 1 bean, and chocolate. Okay, so let's see who I can serve. Another thing to note on the cards, Manager Mike has a 2+, which just means that he can have a 2 cup or 3 cup. He wants whole milk, 2 beans, or I can roll a 3 bean, and I have to have a chocolate in order to serve him. And then he gives me this special ability which allows me to re-roll the green die 1 additional time. Well, there are 3 customers out here who require chocolate, so I'm going to keep the chocolate. I'm going to keep the 2 cup. I'm going to keep the 2%. Actually, I'm going to go for Bookworm because she needs a 1 cup or 2 cup because she has a minus, 2%, 2 bean, and a chocolate. So right now, all I need is 2 beans. And I'm going to re-roll the soy die because I really want a water symbol just in case I don't get anybody else. The coffee drinker requires a water and 1 bean. Okay, so I got breve and 1 bean. You can re-roll any or all dice up to 2 times, so I'm going to roll one more time. Alright, I got a water and a 2 bean. So I was able to serve Bookworm. And Bookworm gives me $4 at the end of the game and allows me to change the milk die to 2% every turn if I wanted to. That's pretty versatile there. So I just put her there and I move the customers down, flip out the next customer, And now it's Becky's turn. Let me show you one more turn. All right, so I got a whole milk, which that would go with Manager Mike. I have a water, which I think I'm going to keep. I have a 1 bean. I think I'm going to re-roll that. I have vanilla, which only goes with the young CEO over here. Yeah, I'm going to go and re-roll that, and I'm going to re-roll this. So keep that, keep the whole milk. Okay, so I got a 2 bean, chocolate, and a 1 cup again. Oh man, okay, I have one more roll to try to get a 2 or 3 cup. No! Okay, so I got a 1 cup there. That's unfortunate. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use Rebecca's special ability. So I'm giving up her endgame bonus, but I'm going to gain 2 additional rerolls right now. Okay, there we go. So I got 3 cup that time, and I'm going to serve Manager Mike, which gives me $4 at the end of the game and allows me to re-roll the green die 1 additional time, which I'm going to need that. Then I just shuffle these down, and another guy comes out. So now on this turn, I roll these dice again, and I'm trying to get another guy. And if I wanted to, I always have this ability now that I could use this turn to exhaust her and get that. Because I've gained some experience now as a young barista, and so I can always change it to a 2% milk, which the young CEO needs. So I could actually try to go for somebody else, and if I need to at the last minute, change it to a 2%. So you go back and forth like this until you've served all the customers. One of the other rules is if you are unable to serve any of the customers out here or a coffee drinker, you actually have to discard one of your cards in front of you. So that's why everybody starts with a coffee drinker, so you have something. If you roll poorly at the very beginning of the game, you literally have to discard, get rid of a card. So you can discard to get rid of your coffee drinker there, and that doesn't hurt you too bad towards the end of the game. When you discard a card, you also, the person at the front of the line gets angry, leaves, she gets discarded, and then you just pull out the next card and it's the next player's turn. If you serve a coffee drinker, nobody at the front of the line gets angry because at least you served a coffee drinker. At the end, you count up all your points on your cards here, on your customers that you served. If you didn't use their one-time ability, you can use their bonus scoring ability. And then all of the PM customer cards actually give you bonuses, money bonuses down here as well. So you add up all your money, and the person with the most money wins. And that's how you play Barista Battle.